Continuing my video as the features, as I already explained, the reporting relationship. Now the second one is created to achieve the organizational objective. It is a means to achieve the objective as it's laid down rules and procedure that are essential for their achievement. And then is the coordinates efforts of various departments that I already explained. Formal organization coordinates and integrates the efforts of the various department. If any conflict arises, that are to be sorted out by the manager of by the in charge of that department, or by the top management. And fourth is intentionally created. It is deliberately designed by the top management to facilitate smooth functioning of the organization. And then is places more emphasis on work, because the main objective is to undertaken to achieve the organizational objective, not to develop the personal relationship. Now moving to the next topic, advantages of formal organization. That is, first is the fixation of responsibility. It is very easy to fix the responsibility by mutual relationships are clearly defined, and clarity of duty, roles and duties of each members are clearly specified, so there is no confusion, and it helps in avoiding the duplication of efforts. Then is unity of command. There is a unity of command as formal organizations makes more use of official channel of command and communications. It is clearly defined who is the boss and who will give the order and instructions. So there is a unity of command, that we are already familiar with the principle unity of command. Helpful in achieving objective as it leads to effective accomplishment of the objectives by providing the framework for operations to be performed and clarity of roles in the mind of the employees. Means here the clearly defined jobs are clearly defined, and what objectives are which objective are to be accomplished, it is already filled in the mind of the employees, so they accordingly perform. And then provide the stability, as it provide the stability as behavior of employees can be fairly predicted since there are specific rules to guide them. So these are the topic explained in under the head advantages. And there are disadvantages. First, that delay in action. Of course, it is official channel and that is to be followed, that leads to delay in actions. And lack of initiative, that is nobody ever formal organization does not allow any deviations from rigidly laid down policy and strict rule, and it kills the spirit of initiative and creativity among the members of organization. And then ignore the human element, that is more emphasis on structure and work, and it ignores the importance of interpersonal relations and human need. So this is what I covered the topic advantages, disadvantages and features. See, so you just note down the questions, note down the topic in your BST copy. This is all about today's topic on formal organization. So you just write it fastly so that you can able to write the notes within time. This is all about the today's topic. Thank you so much and take care.